Hi guys, excuse the weird hair situation. We are half dry. I'm getting ready to go to my cousin's, I was going to say baby shower. It's not a baby shower. It's a surprise bridal shower. It would be a surprise baby shower because she's not pregnant. So yeah, I'm thinking something cute, girly. I'm wearing a black dress, probably my pink Converse. So that's sort of the vibe that I'm going to go for, is maybe slightly pinky on the eyes. Nothing too fancy, some nice glowy skin. So let's get into it. I need to put my skin prep on first. So I'm going to do my usual skincare for the morning at the moment. So first up, I'm using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spot Serum. This I really like the texture of. It's got a little bit of vitamin C and what else has it got? And niacinamide in there, so it's going to help to just even the skin tone. Not that I particularly have dark spots, but I like the texture. Then I'm going to use the YSL Pure Shots eye cream. So this is the eye reboot. It's got caffeine in there, but it's a really lovely, like almost serum-y texture. So a little bit more moisturising than the serum, but still super lightweight. It's very brightening. It's great to mix with concealer, things like that, to add a bit of brightness. Also, because it's so light, you can, if you need a little refresh, your concealer's looking a bit crusty, it's a great one to pop over the top of that. Then I'm going to use the Kiehls Ultra Facial Cream. Can't go wrong with this. It works beautifully under makeup. It's not too heavy or anything like that. You get enough moisture and it's going to keep the moisture on all day. And I used to use the oil-free one back in the day when I was a teen and I felt like my skin was really oily. Now I'm probably more combination, but I like the oils. I'm all about more hydrated ingredients. Like, I'm one of them really awkward people. Like, I don't want really matte base. I want to look shiny, whereas most oily people are like, nope. And making sure I always take that down the neck as well. I can do a little bit of the Laneige lip mask because my lips are so dry at the moment. Definitely not been drinking enough water at all. But I always just put this on anyway to sort of soak in whilst I'm doing my makeup. I like the texture, I like the feel of it. I'm not convinced that it hydrates your lips like worth the price, if that makes sense. I always buy it in TK Maxx. I won't pay full price. Then of course we're going to be popping on SPF. So this is the new Skin Proud. It's like a, what's it called? Zero Shade Lightweight Hydrating SPF 50 Skin Serum. So I feel like the fact that it's called Skin Serum is more in relation to the texture, not for the order of the products. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm not putting it on before everything else. 3 fingers worth, which is going to look like loads, but honestly, that is the amount you need. The amount of sort of miscommunication I hear out and about SPF is absolutely shocking. I can preach it. The only place I'm really on top of is the face, putting it on, and then when I go on holiday, but I'm not really outside very often. I'm like literally always getting it onto my dad. I take it onto the top of the ears, even though I've got my hair down. That's often a place where people catch them and skin cancer can often be found. So super important to take it there. It's a nice texture. It gives a nice glow to the skin. It's got like niacinamide in there, and what else was it? It's definitely got niacinamide in there to help brighten even skin tone. That's also a thing. If you have got dark spots and you're concerned of pigmentation and things like that on the skin, and you are not using an SPF, whatever you're using to reduce those dark spots is redundant. Like, seriously, you've got to protect it. It's not going to get any better if you keep letting it get worse, if that makes sense. With my brows, that's going to be really annoying, that mirror being there. I feel like I've got a lot of random volume just here, not unpacked yet from being away with work. This one. It Cosmetics Brow Power, super quick and easy. I'm back on the vibe for this. I do find I prefer it when I've like freshly done my brows and there's like a clean line for me to follow personally. It's just nice and waxy and like easy to use. And I just literally fill in pretty much just along the bottom and just carve along that line. Because I like a relatively natural brow, but I just want to make them look a little bit more defined in that front part. And then I take it up through the hairs and this is the shade Universal Taupe. It's a really nice colour. The shades are very flexy as well. Get away with different shades. So you see that just lifting the face already. So brush it up again. I feel like I'm breathing really heavy. And then through the base of that brow. They're two different brows, I know this. I'm not very like specific, like, you know, like some people could spend hours on the brows. I'm literally like close enough. Client coming at 11 as well, so you know, bash this out and then we're pretty much ready to go for when they finish. Looking a bit fuller, still relatively natural as well. I'm going to use, this is the Beauty Bay eye primer. So I don't love it as an eye primer. It makes your eyeshadow, I do find, creases, but I love it for like carving the brow. If I'm not wearing any eye makeup, this and a bit of bronzer, it just really brightens up the eyes. And often people will ask like what eyeshadow I've got on and things like that. So I always use a flat brush and just really define the brow bone. Do people still carve out the brows? I feel like this will never leave me. Just define that sort of edge, which is also a great thing, like if you're not very neat. Just gonna fix it for you. Then a fluffy brush, this Spectrum one. The other one was a cheap one off Amazon that I've had for years, I'm not gonna lie, but I love it. And just buff that all over the lid. Do you see that's just brightened, even the skin tone across there. Essentially the same as using concealer, I just really like the tone of it. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Hoping the weather's gonna be nice today. If I could just add straight, we're going for like an afternoon tea, which is cute. I'll have a little afternoon tea. Could be scone any day. Scone, what do you say? Same on that side, and then just buff that all over the lid. Slowly put the makeup bag away as we do this. I've really fallen like out of breath. Use the Made by Mitchell. Has it got any milk? No. Do you want some milk? I always say this wrong. I think got milk in my head. I love this palette, and I'm gonna use, I love this like neutrally pink, the neutral tone. So this is gonna go all over the lid, and then we'll use the others in the crease. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. These are the Morphe ones. I do like the Morphe eye brushes. I think they're pretty nice. I'm gonna use a bronzer to start with and just go in the crease and just get some definition and take it out. It's almost like a guide shape. I just think everything blends in really nicely to this. It looks more seamless, and you don't need to be neat at all. Just gives a bit of definition to the crease. This is Urban Decay Beached Bronzer in Bronzed. I love these bronzers. They're super nice and matte, super pigmented, doesn't catch. I used to be a hula girl, but this is taking my heart now. Into the sort of nose. Then we're going to use a smaller brush. Again, this is from the Morphe one. I think these are the Jacqueline Hill. Yeah, they are Jacqueline Hill brushes. Names. Biscuits, I think. I don't think I've ever looked at the shade names. I don't really look at the colours, I'm not going to lie. What mirror do I want to look in? I don't know. And just define the crease, that outer V, and create more of that definition. Essentially just in like a neutral brown shade. Relatively deep, but we're going quite light at the moment. Meow. That wasn't me thinking, that's the name. And just define a little bit more in that crease. Thinking big round eyes today. Might do a little soft wing, I think, as well. And I'm going to use Toe Beans, which is the best name, I do know that one. And just tuck that into the centre of the lid. And a brush. It's an Urban Decay, like flat eyeshadow brush. Just pack this all over. Create a little bit more of a defined look in that sort of inner portion. Then we'll go back in again, that smaller blending brush, and define in the crease. There we are, big, round, soft. Got itchy nose. Again, Morphe eye brush. It's a bit greeny. Yeah, I'm going to use oat milk. Just literally along the lash line. Nothing too crazy. Is that a regret using that colour? Maybe. Put some more. Why not? A green jacket, then it would make sense. Okay. Use the brown crush liner right in the lash line. Not being particularly neat. And then smudge it and pull it out a little bit. Sometimes I have a tight line, but I don't think I'm going to bother because it's daytime. Don't think I'm going to waterline either. I'm going to take a bit of Meow right on the lower lash line. Not creating too much shadow. I'm going to use Lash Clash in brown. So I love original Lash Clash, but I am so sold on this brown formula. Going against the grain first, and then zigzagging up with the wand. And literally the volume you get from this mascara is insane. It's like 200 times more volume. You've got iris in there, so it's still nice and conditioning for the lashes, but it's just this really lush, warm brown. It looks so good, especially, well, actually, to be fair, on any eye colour, but like blue and green, it just looks so yummy. And even if you've got like a more defined, like a brown smoky or something, it just luscious. And it just gives like a new dimension. You get volume, but it's not heavy or anything like that. More hitting the roots of the lashes, because I just want to look awake. So that's the eyes, just nice and soft. Sorry, I'm deciding what foundation I want to do. Right, I'm gonna Glow in Balm. This is my favourite primer. It's a moisturiser hybrid with a primer, so it literally just feels really nice and hydrating and almost makes the skin quite tacky, ready for foundation to stick to. That's the type of primer I prefer. Don't really love a mattifying one. I just find this sticks everything. I have fake hands, so I don't actually know what foundation to go for. Do I go for luminous stick? Or do I do a bit hydromaniac? Right, we're going to bronze first. Anyway, so I'm using the Chanel bronzer in 390, so bronze, which I believe is the original shade, and then start warming up the skin in a contour pattern, but it's not really contour because it's warm. So I take it like higher and more onto the cheeks than I would if I was contouring. Like it gives a sculpt, but I want to add warm tones to the skin. Across my temple. I know people always take the piss out my big forehead, but I'm like, we'll do bronze. Whenever I have clients and then I get to the forehead, I'm like, oh, where is your forehead? It's not as big as mine. It's on the nose, either side, and then under the bottom of it, just create a shadow. And now we look tangoed. I'll put even more, I will put more bronze on as well at the end. Luminous Silk, so I'm using shade 3.5, and I've got a cosmetics brush. This is like a spring edition, and essentially just place this on the portions that we've not put bronzer, and then I leave the space when under eye free as well, because I just put concealer onto the forehead. And I just love Luminous Silk, like it's such a classic for a reason. I just think it looks so beautiful on the skin. So I'm going to use Luminous Silk concealer as well. This is shade, don't know, it's rubbed off. I want to say it's about the same, but I could be wrong. And I'm just going to place it here and a touch on the centre of the nose. And then for this, I do like to use a sponge. So this clear shiner. What do you call it? Cloud sponge. Brighter and more awake. I think the concealer face is real. You know, like there's a mascara face, there's a concealer face as well. Where's the brush I want? And then I'll just soften it into that lash line with a concealer brush. And then just stamp over and blend out again. Not adding any more product, I'm just literally using what's left on the brush. I just love doing complexion. Complexion's my favourite thing. Eyes are like me. If you've got a good base, then you're sorted. Let's go Nudestix, stay with the pinky sort of vibe. So for the actual wedding, I'm wearing an orange dress. I don't really know what makeup to do. To be go for like a clashing red lip and then that'd be the focus, but don't know if I want the maintenance. And I feel like a red isn't very weddingy for the whole day, do you know what I mean? It'd be fine for the evening, but I feel like potentially a bit much. Across the nose. Oh, this is Nudestix in shade Bareback, by the way. I love these. They are yummy. As much as they're cream, they're not like a sticky, shiny cream, if that makes sense. Makes such a mess. Urban Decay Stay Naked powder. This is 20 WY, and I like to use the little sponge that comes in it. I roll it like this, tapping in, and then literally just press it on, and it just adds that extra coverage on the under eye as well as setting it. And it also brightens and just makes it look so smooth, because obviously I've not used a full cover concealer, but I just find a more hydrating sort of lighter weight concealer sits better for me. And then brighten the under eye, like so. Stunning. Eldridge. I don't know what's going on right now. I feel like that's going to be a whole issue within itself. Dewy powder across the forehead. Maybe a tiny bit, but I'm going to use the like invisible blotting powder from Fenty. This powder brush. And these Real Technique brushes, these are my most probably bummed off brushes. I love them for so many things. Even like if I'm doing a really light base on a client, they're so nice for foundation. So that is how we are looking. So I've taken out Urban Decay Beach Bronzer again. This is a It Cosmetics brush. Which one is it actually? French Boutique brush, which is this really nice big sort of angled situation point of it, if that makes sense, to do across the nose. I just take excess down the neck. I want to be more blushy always. This is the Nudestix brow gel. I just bought this because I wanted to try something different, because I feel like I've used the Benefit one for years, but it is good. Don't know, hit and miss with this one. Sometimes I feel like no product is going on at all, but then the brows stay in place, so I'm gonna have more blush. So I'm gonna use the Patrick Tar, which has got like a cream and a powder in there, and mix the two, dab off the excess on my hand, and then literally just pop it. Sometimes I do wear this brighter, but I just want just a soft touch of more colour. My rings keep falling off, I don't know why. I've lost like a million of them recently. Say a million, I don't have a million fingers. 3. I like to add over to make it look a bit more skinny. Some days I'll do like faux freckles, but today I'm just going to do over little freckles I've got here. This is the Revolution Freckle Pen. It is shit. Sorry, it is rubbish. It's so dark, like if you wanted, and the point is so fine. It just, no, faff, no good. Use it up, and it's fine if I'm like pinpointing them, but not for all over. Do I need more blush on this side? I think like right here is just a touch more blushy. McGrath highlight. This is Skin Fetish in, I want to say, Golden Nectar. It is indeed. really upset because I never take this anywhere, but it's all smashed from just being in my drawer. So that's cool. Honestly, this is the only powder highlight I have used in years now. Such a beautiful glow. I don't always add highlight now. I feel like the highlight train has gone a little bit. Sort of feeling it today. Perfect. I'm gonna hit with some new dewy mist from myself. Hydrating, just to mellow it all together. Of course, OG all-nighter, because I have faith in nothing else. Oh, I hope fan season comes back. I literally live for going out with fan. Especially if you go to London, you're on the tube. Oh my Christ. To Bali this year as well, so she shall have to come to Bali. Maybe it'll be a cheap one because I've got that in London. I don't want to lose it. I'm gonna go in and buff any little creases out from the under eye. Just cleanse off any foundation from my lips. I'm gonna use nude truffle from Urban Decay from NYX Cosmetics, nude truffle from NYX Cosmetics, just to line the lips. And then this is the Eldridge gloss. What's the colour called? Charm. And it's super pink. Oh my god, it's so cute. I got this and she had the pop-up. Her lip products though are like amazing. Like the lipsticks are so velvety and dreamy. So yeah, this is our finished look. Should I try to take out the hair? What's going on? This bit's gone really frizzy as well. So this is our cute little pinky moment, essentially. So thank you for watching. Might post another video soon, who knows, and not very regular. And yeah, I can't do the whole YouTube thing.